When will the board actually get to see the preliminary budget?
Well, you have technically the preliminary budget before you. My understanding is Michelle's making some changes with respect to the workshop discussions. I'm not sure when that might be ready.
I would say probably maybe tomorrow afternoon, if not Wednesday.
Okay.
This week definitely, so you'll get an updated.
Okay, thanks, Michelle. And then tonight, we're just introducing the tax cap. We actually vote on it with the preliminary budget next Monday.
Next Monday is the public hearing on the budget.
Mhm.
The town board does not have to take action at the public hearing, but should they choose to do so, they certainly could. Under New York law, a town must adopt the budget by November 20th. And if, well, in this case, November 20th, I believe, is a Sunday, so it would be the 21st. So sometime prior to November 21st, the town board would have to adopt the budget. Last year, I know the town board adjourned the public hearing on the budget to make some changes. Again, whatever the board should choose to do. So the public, if the board wishes, they could set another public hearing between now and the 7th. Another special town board meeting between now and the 7th to go over the changed budget. If it should choose, there's no requirement that it needs to do that since the preliminary budget is currently in place. The budget that was presented by the supervisor. So to the extent that the board wants to put a different budget out there for review by the public, what would be in order would be to have a special meeting to agree to the changes that are proposed and have that as the budget for consideration by the public on November 7th. To the extent that the board does not agree as to the changes that would need to be made, then the budget that was presented by the supervisor would be the budget that would be for review by the public at that November 7th hearing. To the extent that the town board does not agree on any budget, the budget that was proposed by the supervisor would become the budget for the town unless the town board takes an action to change that before November 20th.
So tonight, actually, we're saying that we are going to look for the tax cap override, which means if we find that we need to not make the cuts and we want to have a 20% increase, we're free rein to do it. Because we're not, am I correct?
Will no longer be constrained by the 2%, if that's what
Correct,
you mean.
yes, exactly.
Yeah. But I would like to stress that the budget that I submitted, and I've said this before, that demonstrates a 2% increase. And that budget demonstrates what 2% will get the town.
It's a demonstration.
Well, yeah, it's quite explicit about what it's demonstrating. Because we have been operating for the past several years, we've been bare bones. We haven't had the luxury of having all these people working for us. Positions were lost, as you know, over the past few years. So for us to cut back any more, the town would be hurting insofar as can it function properly. Losing X amount of police personnel, highway personnel, people from the clerk's office, the receiver's office, planning, zoning. Can we really afford it? Because where's everything going? It's going towards salaries, because we've been cutting back and cutting back.
So, and of course, if we don't make the police cuts, highway, receiver, do we have a guesstimate, Michelle, sorry to, of what the tax increase would be? I mean, some of the, safety, of course, is very important, the highway, but,
Yeah, I really wouldn't be comfortable giving
Any
even a
guesstimate?
guesstimate right now
Okay.
at this point because there's still been a lot of back and forth.
okay,
But with this, in the next round, within the next few days,
okay,
I guess have a better idea.
all right.
But basically,